Have you ever gone to the bathroom, seen a strange color in your urine, and just flushed it away without thinking twice? If you're over 60, that small habit might be costing you more than you realize. Because your body doesn't always shout when something is wrong, it whispers. And very often, that whisper shows up in the toilet bowl. Thousands of older adults feel tired, foggy, swollen, or off balance every day, and have no idea why. But in many cases, the answer was right there in their urine. You see, the color of your urine can be a real-time health report, and in today's video, I'll show you how to read it before it's too late. We're going to look at 6 specific urine colors, what each one might mean for your kidneys, liver, hydration, or even your heart. And when it's time to talk to a doctor fast, one of these colors in particular is often ignored, but could be a life-saving warning. And before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Have you ever seen an unusual color in your urine? What did you think it was? Let me know in the comments. It might help someone else pay closer attention too. Dark yellow. The silent signal of dehydration. Dark yellow urine is one of the most common colors people over 60 see, and also one of the most ignored. Many seniors think it's perfectly normal, but in reality, this color is your body's way of quietly saying, "I'm dehydrated." And when you're older, that message is even more serious. As we age, our sense of thirst weakens. So by the time you actually feel thirsty, you're likely already running low on fluids. This puts extra pressure on your kidneys, makes your blood thicker, and can even affect your brain function, leading to fatigue and confusion. The fix is simple but powerful. Drink a full glass of room-temperature water first thing in the morning, before coffee, tea, or juice. Then, sip water slowly throughout the day. This one habit supports kidney function, reduces joint stiffness, and even helps prevent urinary infections. Raymond, 71, from Arizona, used to wake up groggy and achy every morning. Once he added a morning hydration routine and tracked his urine color, his energy returned, and his blood pressure improved. Sometimes your body just needs water before it needs medicine. Orange, a warning from your liver. If your urine ever turns a deep amber or orange shade, don't brush it off. While many assume it's just from dehydration, orange urine can be your liver's quiet way of asking for help. And for seniors, this sign deserves immediate attention. The liver filters hundreds of substances daily, especially medications, which most older adults take regularly. Over time, the liver's workload increases while its regenerative capacity slows down. When it struggles to break down waste or process bile, one of the first indicators is urine color. Orange urine happens when excess bilirubin, a byproduct of red blood cell breakdown, spills into the urine. It may look subtle at first, but it's a change worth watching closely. Several common triggers can overload your liver: high-fat meals, long-term pain medications, certain antibiotics, and even alcohol-free beer. Add to that age-related changes in blood flow and digestion, and you've got a recipe for liver stress. That's why the color of your urine is often a better indicator than how you feel, especially when symptoms are silent. So what can you do? First, give your liver a break. Eliminate fried foods, processed snacks, and alcohol, even small amounts, for a few days. Hydrate with lemon water or dandelion tea. Add liver-supporting foods like beetroot, turmeric, and steamed greens. These small shifts can improve bile flow and ease inflammation naturally. A great example is Anita, 68, from Florida. She began noticing orange urine after switching to a new arthritis medication. At first, she blamed it on the hot weather. But when she developed mild nausea and upper abdominal pressure, she decided to see her doctor. Tests showed early signs of liver irritation. Her quick action allowed her to reverse it within weeks, without needing stronger interventions. Here's the bottom line. Orange urine is not something to panic over, but it's definitely not something to ignore, especially if it lasts more than 48 hours or comes with symptoms like fatigue, itchiness, or a bitter taste in the mouth. Your liver does so much silently. When it finally sends a visible signal, It's time to listen and respond. Red or pink, when blood might be present. Seeing red or pink urine can be alarming, and for good reason. This color often signals the presence of blood, a condition called hematuria. And while it could come from something harmless, like eating beets or berries, it could also indicate a serious issue like a urinary tract infection, kidney stones, or even cancer. For anyone over 60, this is not a detail to ignore. Hematuria can appear even if you don't feel pain. In fact, painless blood in urine is often linked to bladder or kidney issues. That's why noticing this color, especially when it shows up suddenly, is critical. Your body might be silently battling an infection or inflammation that needs immediate attention. But context matters. If you've eaten red-colored foods or started a new medication, track when the color appears and how long it lasts. If it disappears after a day and you feel fine, it may have been food-related. But if you also feel urgency, burning, or lower back discomfort, see a doctor right away. Fast diagnosis often prevents complications. One powerful case is John, 72, from Wisconsin. He noticed pink urine after gardening in the heat. At first, he assumed it was due to dehydration, but the next day, the color darkened, and he felt slight pain in his side. A hospital visit revealed a kidney stone. Thankfully, it was small and passed naturally, but only because he acted quickly. In other cases, red urine can be the first sign of bladder cancer, especially in men over 65. While rare, early detection makes treatment far more effective. Don't wait until pain shows up. By then, the condition may be harder to treat. Think of red urine like a brake light in your car. Something is off, and the sooner you check it, the better. So if you ever see even a faint pink tinge in your urine, pause and observe. Are there any other changes? Any discomfort or changes in frequency? If so, get tested. Catching a problem early, especially in the urinary tract, can save you weeks of pain, expensive treatments, or worse. Quick question for you. Have you ever noticed red or pink in your urine, even just once? What did you think caused it? Let us know in the comments below. Your story might help someone else act in time. Blue or green, unusual but not always dangerous. Imagine looking down and seeing bright blue or green urine. It might sound like something from a sci-fi movie, but it does happen. While rare, these unusual colors can be caused by certain medications, food dyes, or even specific vitamins. But for seniors, it's especially important to know when it's harmless and when it's not. Some drugs used in imaging tests, antibiotics, or bladder medications can tint urine blue or green. Even eating artificially colored candies or gelatin desserts may cause temporary discoloration. In these cases, it's not harmful, but it does tell you your kidneys are filtering those chemicals into your urine. However, if you haven't had any new foods, tests, or medications, and your urine suddenly turns blue or green, pay attention. It could be a sign of a rare bacterial infection, particularly from Pseudomonas, a type of bacteria more common in older adults with catheters or weakened immune systems. Let me tell you about Margie, a 75-year-old from Oregon. She noticed greenish urine after recovering from surgery. At first, she laughed it off, thinking it was from hospital food, but her nurse recognized it as a possible infection. Margie was treated immediately and avoided a more serious issue. Her quick reaction likely saved her from a hospital readmission. The real lesson? Unusual colors don't always mean danger, but they do mean your body is reacting to something. And when your system is more delicate with age, even small shifts matter. So if this strange color shows up more than once, don't wait for other symptoms to appear. Blue or green urine might be rare, but your health isn't worth gambling on. If it's new, unexplained, and persistent, talk to your doctor. Because in the world of senior health, it's always better to check early than to treat late. Foamy or bubbly. When your kidneys are leaking. If you ever notice a layer of foam or bubbles in your urine, don't ignore it. While it might seem harmless, especially if you've just urinated with force. It could be one of the earliest signs of kidney trouble. And for seniors, it's a signal that demands attention. Foamy urine usually indicates protein in the urine. That's a red flag. Healthy kidneys are supposed to filter waste but retain essential proteins like albumin. When those proteins start escaping into your urine, it means your kidneys are under strain and possibly starting to fail silently. This condition is called proteinuria, and it often shows up before you feel any pain or discomfort. The most common causes in older adults? Long-term high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and even chronic use of over-the-counter painkillers. And yet, many people think the foam is just from peeing fast. That's the dangerous mistake. Too many seniors assume bubbles in urine are nothing. But when it happens repeatedly, especially without eating high-protein meals, it's a warning sign. And ignoring it allows the damage to continue, often unnoticed until swelling, fatigue, or blood pressure spikes begin. Let me share Jack's story. He's 74, from New Jersey, and a retired truck driver. He noticed foamy urine for several mornings, but thought it was just because he drank coffee before peeing. 3 months later, he was diagnosed with stage 2 kidney disease. His doctor told him, "If we had caught this earlier, your numbers would be much better." So if you see bubbles in your urine more than once a week, especially without other obvious causes, don't guess. Get tested. Your kidneys are silent workers. When they speak through foam, they're asking for help. Clear. When too clean means imbalance. At first glance, clear urine seems like the gold standard of health. It looks pure, clean, and refreshing. But here's the surprising truth. If your urine is completely clear all day long, it might mean you're drinking too much water and losing essential nutrients in the process. Overhydration is a real risk, especially for seniors who've been told to drink more water without guidance. Too much water flushes out important electrolytes like sodium and potassium. These minerals keep your muscles working, your heart steady, and your brain sharp. Without them, you can feel weak, dizzy, or mentally foggy. Clear urine every now and then is fine. But if it's your norm, even early in the morning, it may be time to ease off. You want a pale yellow color. That tells you your kidneys are working efficiently and your hydration is in balance. Total clarity may look healthy, but it can hide subtle problems. One common cause? Drinking large amounts of water late in the evening. This not only overhydrates you, but also leads to disrupted sleep from frequent nighttime urination. Better hydration means small, regular sips throughout the day, rather than chugging down big bottles at once. Teresa, 66, from Texas, used to carry a 2-liter water bottle everywhere. Her urine was clear, but she often felt tired and lightheaded. Her doctor realized she was flushing out too much sodium. By adjusting her water intake and adding a pinch of sea salt in her morning glass, she found her energy and balance again. So remember, more water isn't always better. Your goal is balance, not extremes. Let the color of your urine guide you, because your body speaks in quiet ways. You just have to know how to listen. Listen to what your body is telling you. Every time you go to the bathroom, your body gives you a health report. You don't need fancy machines or lab tests. Just a few seconds of attention can reveal if you're dehydrated, inflamed, over-medicated, or facing a hidden issue. That's the power of watching your urine, something so simple yet often ignored. As we age, the signals become quieter, but not weaker. Learning to read the color of your urine can help you prevent illness, reduce hospital visits, and protect your independence. It's not about fear. It's about awareness. When you understand what your body is saying, you can make smarter choices, without panic, without guesswork. If this video helped you, please leave a comment and let me know which color surprised you the most. Don't forget to like and share it with a friend who could use this information today. And of course, subscribe for real, practical senior health tips, delivered to you daily. You deserve to feel strong, aware, and in control of your own health.